Hello everyone and welcome to game number 2 between BratOk spawning as a yellow Terran and his opponent's going to be White spawning as a red Protest. The map's going to be Metalopolis and let's see what's going to happen here. And if you didn't see game number 1 between these two players, please check it out. It was a pretty good game. I'm not going to say who won. I'm not going to try to spoil anything for anybody. And as we know, these two players are European and they both from Ukraine. So man, these guys are going to be straight up ballers right now, doing something with no hands. I don't know. I know that I like that song, but they make like no sense for Starcraft 2. You can't do it with no hands, because unless you can play with your feet, which is kind of weird, but it doesn't really matter. And BratOk's going to be building supply depot right next to his ramp and going to be setting up rally point for this SCV to go back to work. He's going to be like, man, I just built a freaking supply depot and you want me to go mine? Psh, punk. And Whiter's pylon is just finishing up right now and it's actually done. So he's going to be chrono boosting 2 more probes, which is really normal for the Protest player to do. You kind of want to save up your chrono boost for like 2 probes. You don't want to waste it on just 1 probe. You kind of want 2 being built at the same time. And Whiter's going to be dropping a gateway and going to go start scouting right now. And he's going to be scouting into correct position, because you want to scout on Metalopolis. You want to go to the closest position, like this one, and then go to this one, and this one, because you want to know how close your opponent is. And BratOk's going to be getting a barracks, but not at the ramp, so he's not going to wall off the ramp, which is really kind of weird, because he could have totally done it since the supply depot is already here. And that probe was tasing that dude. And where is this SCVs going? All the SCVs are going everywhere, man. BratOk just like, oh, come here, boy, come here, let's do this. And that SCV, I guess, was wheeling with the drill. Looks kind of like dude from BioShock, you know, that Big Daddy. And this SCV is going to be making it to Whiter's base. He's going to see exactly what's happening. Only 1 gateway. Nothing special coming in from White. Just getting a second pylon and going to be probably getting Cybernetic Core, and a simulator is finished from White. And yep, Cybernetic Core should be going down right now. And White is just going to be flying here with his probe, and he's like, oh, time to go, because I see the barracks is doing something. Somebody's going to be coming out for me, and this Marine's going to be, has a long way to go to chase that dude. No, he's just going to turn around, sit on a ramp like, man, I'm not following that dude. And refinery is finished from BratOk, so does the orbital come in, and what else is going to be getting? Let's see what you guys saving up for. Oh, he's going to be getting a factory. So BratOk's going to be getting 1 barracks, 1 factory so far. No 2 barracks, nothing like that, just kind of not basic opening. And Whiter's going to be getting a pylon over here, because in case of any Reaper harassment coming in from BratOk. And yep, he's not researching the, oh, he is researching it now. I thought for a second he was researching the metabolic chrono boost. I mean, warp gate technology. What am I talking about? Metabolic. Plays Earth too much, that's why I remember the names. And factory is almost finished from BratOk. Still no tech lab or nothing like that, just getting a bunch of Marines and another supply depot. Lots of supply depots. I guess you just want to make a wall out of the supply depot, because you don't have to worry about any bailings coming in, because I hate those little things popping up all the units, man. Hate them. Even if I play for the Zerg, still don't like them. And Starport is being built right now by BratOk, so he might gonna go for some Banshee harassment, maybe or maybe not, because it depends usually. But then a bunker's going down behind all of these supply depot, so I guess BratOk's going to be playing really defensive right now. And White's going to be getting 1 more gateway. Yep, just 1 more gateway, another pylon, and robotics facility. So he's going to go 2 bay robotics, and he has a sentry out, stalker, and an SCV. I mean, zealot. How you get an SCV? I don't even know how you can get an SCV when you're a Protest player, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, I guess this SCV is going to be looking for something over here, and we're just, I guess Whiter's gonna try to look for the same thing that BratOk did the first game. He put the factory like somewhere on the map, and Whiter just found it with his stalker, which is really amazing, because he didn't even know that the SCV was building in there. He's just like, oh, I'm just gonna go for a walk, maybe find a factory, and he's like, boom, it's right there. And BratOk's going for a really heavy Hellion build right now. Get it, so lots of Hellion. So he's gonna try to do some Hellion harassment, which might be effective, because Whiter doesn't really have that many stalkers. He has kind of sentries and a zealots, and Hellions are effective against zealots. The zealot is a light unit. No, it's actually armored. I don't know. Is it a light or armor unit? I don't really know. Doesn't matter. Hellions are coming in from BratOk. That's all people care about. And tech labs are going down on a starport and a factory. So we might gonna see some siege tanks, banshees. Probably gonna see some banshees from BratOk, because when you put a starport on No, he actually is getting a Raven instead of getting a Banshee, so I don't really know why, but still. And there's probably going to be going, scan is not, there's not enough energy to scan this, and this little observer found out exactly what he needs to see. He saw the factory, he saw the attack labs on a factory and a starport, and he knows probably exactly what the BratOk is going for. And I guess Wyra thought he's going to be going for the heavy siege things. That's why he's getting a lot of what is he? A lot of oh, there's going to be a drop of Hellions. Do not want to miss this. Do not want to miss this. I guess he was going for the heavy siege thing, and he is actually thus getting siege tanks. And if you can drop all of these Hellions right up behind this probes, dude, you can do so much damage right now. And Wyra is out of position. All of his units are out of position, and the probes are getting out of the base. There's 3 Hellions in the field, and those Hellions would have made so much damage to these probes, because they all in a line. And think about Hellions doing a splash damage to all of those, man. If those Hellions would have made to these probes were pretty much done. Wyra would have probably GG right now. And that Medevac might gonna go down. No, so close. And Wyra is gonna be probably going back to his front door, because BratOk is gonna try to do something sneaky again. The siege tanks is finished, and the siege mode it should be being. Yep, siege mode is coming in, and Vikings coming in from BratOk. And Wyra has a pretty good army right now. He can actually attack because Colossus is on the field, but the thermal lens upgrade is not finished yet, so he really needs to get that, because the siege mode is almost finished. It's really close, and those Colossus without a thermal lens upgrade are really not that good against Terran players or any other opponent. When you don't have thermal range, you are not a good Colossus. Not in Starcraft 2 at least. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And Wyra's going to be trying to getting a expansion right next to his base. Just chilling over here. Still only working on 3 gateways. I think he should have get a 4th one, but he's getting a lot of Colossus, and he's still not researching thermal lens. He should be getting thermal lens. And look at this. Oh, he's probably going to see the pylon. What are you doing? I guess he's going to try to go back, so he doesn't know what kind of arch Wyra has. But still, he probably seen the pylon. He knows exactly there's going to be a lot of reinforcement coming in from Wyra, and BratOk is really getting heavy siege setup. These siege tanks are everywhere, dude, and you really need an observer to get in there just to snipe down these siege tanks. He can put a Colossus somewhere over here, and I think Colossus would be able to reach, and the thermal lens upgrade is being researched right now, so he really needs to chrono boost that as much as he can to take advantage. And those bunkers are just like, boom, we're down, man. We're just gonna explode for no freaking reason, and he really needs to lower those supply depots if those siege tanks all wants to get out. But still, look at this positioning. I don't think this is the best position for the siege tank, because when the thermal lens upgrade is finished and you can bring an observer just a little bit over here, you can snipe these siege tanks easily. And maybe these ones are going to be doing some sort of damage, but still, sniping at least one siege tank at the same time would give you a big advantage. And Vikings, and Wyra actually waited and the expansion finish to the starport coming here. And not only is still going down, but fighting the thermal lens upgrade. Look at this. Splash damage going on top of all of these units, and the Vikings are going to be focusing down on the Colossus, but Colossus is going to be getting out of there. And there's his second buddy, my buddy Colossus coming in, and there's more Stalkers being warped in by Wyra. And Wyra expansion is actually finished right now. But the siege tanks are out of position right now, but their siege mode is almost finished. And these Colossus are going to focus down, and the siege tanks are almost down. There's no Zealot charge on the Zealots, but it still doesn't matter. Wyra doing a great job right now, attacking, pushing in all the way with all those Zealots. And BratOk is in a lot of trouble right now, because he doesn't have nothing to defend against this. And Wyra's probably going to be winning game number 2 right now, and he really did a great job by playing with this. He did exactly the same thing. Lots of solid, a lot of Zealots, and that's what pretty much wins the game right now. So this is game number 2 between Wyra and BratOk, and thank you for watching.